what to see, what to stream, and what to skip. It's Movie Reviews with Ryan J.
That's right, we are back with the nationally syndicated film critic Ryan J., who is here early because Thanksgiving weekend is big for movies, and so you got to know what to watch before the holiday comes out. Good to see you.
Indeed. Good to see you too.
Indeed. Okay.
I have friends who are already going to Frozen, which I know, is
so good.
Too,
and that is the movie to see. It already made 124 million opening weekend. Frozen 2. I've seen it twice already. It's so good.
So many people going with the kids.
Yeah. Okay, but let's talk about Knives Out. I'm a fan of Jamie Lee Curtis.
You are, yeah.
This whole cast. This is a whodunit. It's along the lines of Agatha Christie and Sherlock Holmes, and it's honestly one of the greatest film mysteries of all time.
Okay, so this is a PG-13. Who's basically in the cast?
It's a stacked cast. I mean, you have Daniel Craig, Christopher Plummer, Jamie Lee Curtis, Don Johnson, Toni Collette, Chris Evans. It's so huge. It's so much fun because they're all in a family, and there's issues and layers to it.
It looks very Clue-esque, like you said, like a whodunit.
It is.
Who directed this?
Well, it's directed by Rian Johnson. He wrote and directed it. He did Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, in 2017. He also did Looper. And he wrote a really great story about this wealthy family, and it's fun to watch them unravel. It's a comedy and a thriller, but it's so stylish. I love this movie. I love a lot of what the characters are wearing, but also inside this house. The set design is unlike anything you've ever seen before. You're looking around, and pay attention while you're watching the film, because there's lots of creepy things, kind of like mannequins and weird faces and weird places where I was like, I couldn't sleep in that house.
Really?
But it's fascinating to look at.
I feel like this is one for all ages. Do you think this makes like a holiday film list?
It really, it's like a perfect Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah?
It's coming out really at the right time. I mean, once in a while you see the right movie come out at the right time, so it's such a great family film to see, and great for PG-13. You could take even younger than that too.
Okay.
So if you're not going to see Frozen 2, go and see Knives Out, and you'll feel better about your own family, and see if you can figure out who done it.
All right, I like it.
Okay, it's a whodunit.
Yeah,
okay,
I like
definitely
that kind of
see
movie.
it. Okay, good.
The next one is something you're in. It's the Christmas Carol at the Milwaukee Rep.
Right, it's a Milwaukee tradition for the
Yeah.
Milwaukee Rep, and I see this show every year. It's one of my favorite stories. I just love the whole notion of looking at your past, looking at your present, thinking about the future. That's sort of like, coming of age story at any age.
Yeah.
Changing for the better. So I love Ebenezer Scrooge and his story. I love all iterations of this too, and I go every year to see the Milwaukee Rep's production, so I'm so honored to be included this year.
Well, and it's fun because in your past life, you did a lot of theater.
Right, it's true.
Growing up.
Yeah, even earlier this year, Susan and Andrew Varela were so generous to include me and Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
You were in that one too.
And I did a lot of theater growing up, so this is really fun for me to just kind of think back and Raina Roman, who was here yesterday promoting the show, and it's such a magnificent production. And every year it's like I'm sort of scared to be in it because it's so spectacular that I know how that set moves and how incredible it all looks, and to fantasize about being in it, I'm a little bit nervous but also super excited.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. I'll be there to watch you.
Yes.
All right. Well, do you have a clip of yourself getting ready for it?
Well, yeah. So I had to get ready. I had to have a costume fitting. So I met with Nicholas, who's their costume director for the Milwaukee Rep, and got to chat with him a little bit first, and then get ready for it. So take a look.
All right.
Hey, I'm with Nicholas Hartman, who is the costume director at the Milwaukee Rep, and wow, you must have a really fun job. Every show here, each season is so diverse.
It's very different. That's what I love about my job. It's new and different each and every day. No 2 days in the row are the same.
Well, I'm really excited to be participating in A Christmas Carol because this is a show that's the same every year. It's become an annual tradition, not only at the Rep, but I feel like for audiences and families in Milwaukee, and we love it. And so, is there anything new aside from fitting me this year for the show?
Actually, we have a new Christmas pass. So we have a new actress, so there's a new dress for her. We have a new Fred this year, so there's a couple new pieces this year to look at.
And how often in dressing the actors for the shows do you try the costumes on yourself?
I try never to. Hats and wigs, on the other hand, I will. Yes.
So if we follow you on Instagram, do we get to see you in some?
Really? Yes, you do.
What's your Instagram?
That I couldn't remember to tell you.
Naturally, I'll find out later. Now we're gonna go and get me ready for my costume fitting. What challenges are presented in getting this to look the part?
That is the big thing for everybody, is just getting them to feel of the 1850s era, so versus the modern look that we all have nowadays.
Well, I think anyone knows me knows how old-fashioned I am, so I should blend right in.
Excellent. Right. This will be easy then.
Thank you so much, Nicholas.
Thank you.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. wear a day coat, pants with stripes, and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Dress up like $1 million trooper. Trying hard to look like Gary Cooper.
Thank you so much to Nicholas and to assistant costume director Catherine. They were fabulous.
That was awesome. So it's one night only, and there's a discount code that Blend viewers can use to get in to see you.
Right. It's a week from Friday. It's Friday, December 6th at 7:30 p.m. If you want 25% off your ticket to see me that night, use code Ryan.
Awesome. There you go. MilwaukeeRep.com to do that. And of course, you can like Ryan J on Facebook, follow him on Instagram and Twitter for his full movie reviews. Check out his website. It's RyanJReviews.com. Can't wait to see you there.
Thanks so
You get
much.
to keep your outfit.
No, I wish,
look
right?
good in it.
It's fun. I'd use it for Halloween.
Yeah,
one year.
you would. Awesome. Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks.